What's up, everyone? Andy Cruz here in Business Development.
And Will Flores with Mortgage Heroes.
Welcome back to another video. I want to say out the gate, this is kind of like the week before the main week in December. So we got a couple things we're going to talk about today as we look forward to the next week. I'll tell you why in a second. But December's a little bit of a different month normally because there's like office closures and escrows are closed and banks are closed. So I want people to just understand right away, like, you got to be ready for those things. If you're in escrow right now, be prepared. Make sure you're talking to your loan officer and talking with your realtor, your insurance company, the escrow. Make sure you know when people are open and closed because that can sometimes catch people by surprise.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Andy, you normally work, what, 20 hours? I mean, not 20 hours. What am I talking about?
20 hours a day.
Well,
Yeah.
But normally you work, 20 days a month, right?
Right.
So this is a very, very short month.
It's an extremely short month.
We got Christmas, New Year's.
Yep.
And, a lot of us just kind of put that foot off the pedal right now.
Yeah.
We're
like off the gas and on the brake.
and the brake. Out there shopping, dealing with all the people at Target, Walmart, Nordstrom, wherever you go.
Everywhere,
you're probably
yeah.
fighting somebody in the line.
I hope no one's getting invites.
No. Hopefully not. But yeah, Andy, hope everybody's Christmas is going great thus far.
Yes.
Thanksgiving was phenomenal. I just can't believe here we are at the end of 2022.
Yes.
Almost.
It seems unreal. It seems unreal. It's been a crazy year for a lot of reasons. We're not going to do a full recap right now because that would take forever. But we do have something we have to look forward to, and that's next week. So let's talk about the Fed meeting really quick for everybody. It's on Wednesday next week. That's the 14th. So on the 14th, the Federal Reserve will come out with their newest rate hike decision and also a press conference. So what are you hearing about that, and what do you think is going to happen?
I feel very, very confident that we're going to see another rate hike here. I'm going to say 50 basis points. I think they're going to keep to it.
Yeah,
I know they're saying
are
25, 50, but I really think it's going to be another 50 basis points, especially with us seeing that expense. People, it was like $9.2 billion in,
I'm talking about the household expense or the Black Friday sales? Black Friday spending.
Black Friday spending.
Oh, it's insane.
So, when the Fed sees people spending money, Andy, we already know what they're going to do. It's just too much. What they're saying is, who cares? Interest rates are this high.
Right.
Consumer keeps spending.
That's correct.
They keep going to the gas station. So we're just going to.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking 50 basis points.
I think you're right because some of that's baked in, right? Some of that expectation of the hike is baked in. Some of the spending is baked in because people are spending on food and gas and all that. But also, I think the retail spending partly is a reflection of just prices going up.
But
also partly there's still money that people are spending. So that gives the Fed this runway to go for 50 basis. But I think 75 is too much. I don't think they're going to do that. That might cause a semi-panic, which they don't want to do. But I think
we're all panicking.
Here's the weird part: 75 would be like a semi-panic. 25 would be curious, wait, what?
That's right.
What are you seeing that we're not? So I think 50 is right down the middle, and I think that's what they're going to do. I think another central bank, I want to say it was Canada. I don't remember if it's Canada or Australia. Don't quote me on this, but today, one of the other central banks just also did a 50 basis point rate hike. So it's almost kind of like that's a mini forecast of what we should expect to, in my opinion.
Yeah. Again, everyone, whatever happens in other countries does affect us as well. So just know that, okay?
Yep.
They were just talking about, England too. Everything that's going on with them, it affects us as well.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, our financial systems and the central banks are all interconnected and have been for a long time now. Very long story to that, but yes, what happens somewhere else does make an impact here. What happens here impacts other places. So
that's true.
Okay, so Fed meeting next Wednesday. We're actually going to be watching the Fed meeting, and then we're going to record this video for next week right after that with our notes and talk about what we heard, what we think they're actually trying to say, maybe what they're veiled saying, and then what we think that's going to be in 2023. So tune in next week for that one. Next, we wanted to take a pit stop at ADUs. You had an ADU update.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
So earlier, I want to say a couple of months ago, we were talking about the ADU, which is an additional dwelling unit. Okay. So I recently purchased a property, putting 2 ADUs, converting the garage into a junior ADU, and then doing above a second story, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath ADU. Well, permits seem to be taking forever.
Oh no.
I say it like that slow because that's what it seems, ladies and gentlemen.
It was painful waiting for you to say that.
Yes. I wasn't gathering my thoughts. I was really just saying how it's actually going right now. So got word from the architect. Again, we're still waiting for the city to say, okay. And then I'm in Chula Vista. San Diego may be different. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in Chula Vista.
That's important.
Chula Vista, it's taking some time, guys. So if you're doing a project, do anticipate that with permits, construction, weather, luckily we're in San Diego, we could predict the weather, right, Andy? What's going to happen in 3 months?
Pretty good.
Right?
It's going to be sunny. It's going to be a nice sunny day. Probably in the low 70s, mid 70s maybe.
He should be a weather forecaster here.
Not to demean our weather people, but it must be one of the easiest jobs in town.
Just saying, right?
Anyways, back
Andy,
to your story.
I think you're in the wrong place.
I'm sorry, back to your story.
That was good. But with that, I would say anticipate anywhere from a year to 16 months to complete a project, okay?
So that's still Chula Vista though, right? Or are you kind of saying
Chula
that like
Vista.
maybe at large, or?
I'm thinking just at large because, once you get your drawings back, there's going to be probably some changes where you thought maybe a window would actually be a proper place for it. You may want to cancel that, and then it has to go back to the city to make sure that you're getting enough sunlight in the home. So you have all these things that factor into making a proper decision on building it.
So kind of now it's kind of more like rather be safe than sorry kind of situation.
Correct. Plan ahead, and then make sure you're asking the proper questions. And if you're talking with the contractor saying like 3-4 months, just
okay. Is there some of that happening still?
It is, architects too. They're not just working here for one person.
So
we got to keep that in mind.
That kind of pitches us into 2023, right? Because I was coming into this, I was going to ask you, hey, what do we do to tell people about 2023? Well, if ADU was part of your plan in 2023, start yesterday or what? I guess it still might meet the 12-month mark, but
yeah, that's correct. And a lot of people, just so you know, Andy, a lot of people are entertaining the fact, let me buy a home and let me build an ADU.
Right.
Okay, especially if I sold a home or anything, I'm trying to get into this other home. I want to build out my garage, or I want to do, and they want to take advantage of the SB 9, SB 10 that we have in place to just kind of help, offset some of their payment. We have several of those going on right now.
Wow. Okay. So it's still possible to start now and get in 2023.
Correct.
But honestly, I think if we're being time sensitive here, we're saying, hey, just expect that it could spill all the way into 2024 by the time it's all said and done. Okay, that's fair.
And that's why I haven't really brought it up, Andy, is because, the ADU, because it's taking that.
That has changed. We just talked about that like maybe 2 months ago, maybe
if that. Correct.
Well, okay, so that pitches us into the whole 2023, 2024 conversation. But the other thing I want to talk about today is the people that they know they need to move in 2023, or maybe they were planning on it just out of like convenience. What do we want them to know like right now in preparation for 2023? Listen,
you gotta prepare. Everything's about being well prepared. We're not seeing a lot of people making those irrational decisions. It's the people who are actually helping and assisting in getting homes, Andy, right now are people who are looking to do a step up in basis.
Okay.
Because they have to. Work took them somewhere. So we're seeing a lot of that. People who currently own are really not making that transition yet because rates were so low. So they're just kind of holding steady right now, right? But people who don't own, they're starting to also see that rents are still creeping up.
Yeah.
They're still
going up. They remain elevated and they keep going up,
we heard a few months ago, the rents are going to go down. Andy,
I haven't seen that. You're right. Now that you mention it, you're right.
You know what I mean? It's been otherwise.
Yeah.
We used to do this whole thing, where rents versus buying. And the rents were always so low, much lower. Where a lot of times, where's the true benefit now?
Well, now it's like,
listen, we're starting to see that there's a big benefit.
Okay, so it sounds like mostly people who have it's built into their plan for 2023. They have to move, change a job. They're PCSing to San Diego, PCSing out if they're military. Okay, so more of a like needs-based mortgage or real estate move rather than just a circumstantial preference. Yeah, more than a want. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay, that's good to know. So I think that actually leads us really well in a good spot for this week, because next week really is the telltale sign of kind of where the Fed really is, which also impacts our 2023 conversation for the people who are the wants for moving or stepping up in basis or building the ADU. So actually next week might be the real important week of the month for us and for all of them.
Exactly. Exactly. Here's another thing that we also know, you know, with the whole Fed funds rate increasing, et cetera, et cetera. We used to do these home HELOCs, or these home equity lines of credit. Right.
Yep.
Andy, we were talking a couple of months ago. What were the rates? Do you recall?
For the HELOCs?
Yeah, for a HELOC.
Oh, they were under 5, right?
No,
did you have like 4.5, 5?
Yeah, it was more like I'm gonna say a couple of months ago. It was like
because Fed plus prime. That's right.
Correct.
So,
So it was about 7.5.
Yeah. Okay.
8% on the high end.
What are they now? Oh gosh.
Get ready, okay? Get ready. But this is how money is affected right now, everyone, okay? So right now, we just submitted one. It's gonna be a $250,000 home equity line of credit. Okay, they're looking to build an ADU because daughter's gonna come and live, and so they're already living together. They figure, hey, we have plenty of equity. How do we do this and still maintain a comfortable payment and not have to remove our first mortgage because it's a 2.99, right? Crazy. But we ended up finding them a HELOC for 11%.
Oh my gosh, what?
Okay, 11%. The great thing, it is an interest only, $250,000. It's about a payment. It was like 18 and change. Okay. You know, and that's still doable.
Yeah.
It's still doable. Where if I refinance, Andy, all of it together, we're talking about a $3,000 difference, even though the rate is much lower than
11, but it's the higher loan amount and it's everything together. Yeah, that's crazy.
7.625, increase it by $3,000. So by going with the line of credit, saving them about $1,200 difference.
Wow.
It is interest only, which is not bad.
Yeah.
You know, later down the line when rates go up, we can do something else. But I did want to share that, Andy, because we already know if the rates increase, we're currently at 4.25% Fed funds rate.
Yeah.
That just means next week we're looking at 11.5, maybe possibly 12.
on the HELOCs. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, new numbers. Wow. Double-digit HELOCs.
That's correct.
Okay.
I've
fantastic.
Never ever seen that personally.
I'll be talking about that next week then.
In the 16 years. Yeah. Just want to share that.
All right.
So
well,
do prepare, Andy.
Okay. Well. Preparation still. I think that's gonna be the running theme for Q4 is preparation for everything.
It is.
Well, we're gonna prepare to end the show by hoping that you have been preparing for Christmas. It's only in a couple of days. It's less than a month away. So our early Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you for watching again, and we're gonna see you next week after the big Fed rate decision, and we'll drop some knowledge, insight, and share some opinion, right?
That's right. Hey, time to be jolly. Enjoy your families, enjoy this time, and start working on your New Year's resolution now, not on January 1st. Unless it's just gonna be eating, right? I mean, just go to town and eat.
I was gonna say that's the exception.
January 1st.
Start now.
Exactly. But again, hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We truly appreciate all your support. We really enjoy the emails that we're getting, the feedback that we're getting. I know I've talked to several of you. I've called you for your birthdays and stuff, and you guys are just like watching the video. So I truly, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. But if you guys have anything that you guys want to learn more about, obviously in our subject world here,
ask away.
We're not good cooks, but
ask away.
But just ask away. Andy, you already know, genius, brain. That has it. And so want to be here for you guys.
Well, thank you all for watching. We'll see you again next week.
That's it.